Hi everyone, this video is going to go over the two cases for absolute value inequalities. So let's start with the less than case. If you have any numbers outside the absolute value bars, you need to make sure you undo them so that you have an absolute value expression is less than a number. So whenever we see a case like this is based on a real simple problem like the absolute value of x is less than, say, 9. And we would understand that the solutions would be anything in between -9 and +9. So again, it's based on understanding a real simple absolute value inequality. So again, this expression that's inside will vary from one problem to the other, but the setup is going to be the same for any less than problem. So you take the expression that's inside the absolute value bars and you write that in between opposites. There was a less than or equal to, so I need the line underneath my inequality, and I have it in between -9 and 9. And now the easy part is just to get n all by itself in the middle. So I need to add 7 to all pieces, and then once we do that, we're going to get -2 is less than or equal to 8n, which is less than or equal to 16. Divide everything by 8, and we just simplify. So what this is saying, any value, and read from the perspective of your variable. What we're going to see here is n is going to be any number greater or equal to -1/4. -1/4 is -0.25. So I'm going to estimate where that is, and I'm going to have a closed circle at that spot. And then it's going to be greater than -1/4, and it also has to be less than or equal to 2. So expect anytime you do an absolute value inequality that's less than, in majority of the cases, it's going to be in between two numbers. Okay, that is case 1. Next, we're going to take a look at the greater than case. And I already wrote this out, a real simple problem that illustrates how you set up a greater than problem. So we're going to use this as a reference. So when you see a great tour, I often say it like that so that you realize this is going to be an or statement when you set it up. So what you're going to do is you're going to take whatever's inside the absolute value bar, in this case 3 plus 7n, and you're going to flip the sign and change it to the opposite of the number. So in this case, a -3. And the other part is going to be, or you will accept anything. So in this case, 3 plus 7n is greater than 3. And that's the part where you just drop the absolute value bars. And again, it's based on this simple case right here of absolute value of x is greater than 9. And there's two pieces. There's going to be two solutions to this, or two parts to the solution. So let's quickly solve the two pieces and then graph it. I'm going to subtract 3 on both sides, and what we get is 7n is less than -6. Divide both sides by 7, and we're going to get anything less than -6/7. So to graph that, we go up here. -6/7 is very close to -1, so I'm going to have an open circle, and it's going to be anything less than. So we're going in this direction. And what you're going to see is majority of these greater than problems will be a disjunction. Your solutions are going to be going in opposite directions. So the other piece, I subtract 3 on both sides. We're going to end up with 7n is greater than 0. Divide both sides by 7, and you're going to see that the other half of the solution is any values greater than 0. So again, to graph that, open circle at 0, and I will take any number greater than 0. So here we have the two cases. If you can play this back and you can have a visual of it, you'll be able to solve any problem involving absolute value inequalities. There's only two cases. So again, ask me for help if you don't understand this, but this is a concept that, once that light bulb goes off, you're always going to be able to do this. So take care. Thanks for watching.